Okay, so go ahead and pull up your AB4 answers assignment and review this. And you can't see what I'm seeing. Oops, there we go. So compare your answers to my answers, and then we'll talk about any that just didn't match up.
It's like a cone.
Okay.
But part of the cone is cut off, like on the tip.
You're trying to find it. You're not trying to find the tip. You're trying to find the truncated part.
Yeah.
So what you would actually do is find the area of the whole cone and put it together. Find the area of the tip.
Did you also just find like the area for a trapezoid, the circumference as the?
I don't think that would work.
How would you find surface area?
Same way. Find the surface area of the hole. Well, the lateral area of the hole, lateral area of the tip. It's attractive.
Like, you don't know that.
Don't know what.
The length, like you just know the length of the side of the.
Oh, of the truncated part. So you could use similar triangles. Truncated part. So this line, the pipe's going down there. These two, how would we do that? There's a thing with breaking it up because these lines are parallel, so that these are in proportion. We didn't get into that with the triangle. But you would need to know something about the cutoff tip.
I was thinking you just find the circumference of these and then add it to the.
Oh, kind of like that. Okay. Not how I was thinking. You find a mid circumference, and then you would do cylinder formulas instead of cone formulas. That might work. Yeah, I think that would work for volume.
As your surface area, I think you would just do something.
Yeah. I think that might, I mean, that trapezoid method might work for the lateral area too. Find the middle circumference and use that. So you wouldn't use the 1/2 formula, you just use the cylinder formula for lateral area. Interesting. Why did you think of that?
I don't know, I just thought.
Any questions on this homework assignment so far? Number 4. Wrong direction. Okay. The 2 cubes with side length 6 and 8, what is the ratio of their volumes? So the side ratio is 6 to 8. Now, you may have gotten an answer that is still correct, it's just not as simple as 4. Because I didn't use 6 and 8, I used 3 to 4 as my side ratio. And then when I cubed that to get my volume ratio, not squared, cubed, that's how I got the 27 and the 64. If you just forgot to simplify, you would have 216 to 512, which is 100% correct. It's just not in simplest form. Okay, any others? Lily? 6? Okay, surface areas of 2 solids are 144 and 196. The volume of the, okay. So they've given us the area of, they're giving us the ratio of the areas, and we need the ratio of the volumes because that's what we're missing. So in order to get there, we have to go back up to ratio of sides. So area is squared, sides is not, so I'm going to square root and get 12 to 14 as my ratio of sides. And then if you don't like multiplying big numbers, you simplify this to 6 to 7. If you didn't, you can still get the correct answer. You'll just have larger numbers to divide. And then we need to go down to ratio of volumes. So I need to cube my 6. And I need to cube my 7. Okay. And if you didn't simplify the 12 to 14, your numbers would be 1,728 and 2,744. Once you have your ratio of volumes, you can set up the proportion. That's a 3. So 216 over 343 equals small volume over large volume. The large one is the one we know, and the small one is the one we don't. And then you cross multiply. Number 7. Volumes of 2 solids are 125 and 729. The surface area is 60. What is the surface area of the large solid? Okay, so kind of what we did before, except this time they gave us volume ratio, and we need area ratio. So I've got my ratio of sides, ratio of areas, ratio of volumes. You can't go from volume to area. You have to go all the way back up to sides. So I need to cube root 125. And that is 5. And I need to cube root 729. And that's 9. So the cubed root of 729 is 9. That's my ratio of sides. And it's in simplest form. But I don't want the ratio of sides. I'm trying to find the surface area of something. So I need to then square those numbers. So the ratio of my areas is 25 to 81. And that's the one you use when you set up your cross multiplication. Small over big. I know the small one is 60. So then I'm going to cross multiply there. Any other questions? 5? Number 5, if two similar figures have areas of 81 and 64, what is the similarity ratio? So they gave us the ratio of their areas, 81 to 64. And when they say similarity ratio, they mean ratio of the sides, because that's the base ratio for our shapes. So I'm going to square root these numbers because we're going from area, which is squared, to sides, which are not. So that's how I got the 9 and the 8. Square root of 81, square root of 64. Okay. Any others? Eight? Sure. We kind of covered this on the notes. The similarity ratio of two figures is doubled. What will the effect of the ratio of their volumes be? So let's say we had we started with a similarity ratio of 1 to 2. All right, so if we double that, similarity ratio of two figures is doubled. We're going 1 to no, this is that the 1 to 2 is just doubled. So what's happening is, like, you have your box and it originally had a side of 2, and we're going to multiply that side by, we're going to double it, so now it has a side of 4. So the similarity ratio is 2 to 4, which simplifies to 1 to 2. So if you have a similarity ratio that is doubling your shape, that means your area ratio is going to be 1 to 4. And your volume ratio will be 1 to 8, because it's 2 cubed. So that's why we're multiplied by 8. When you double the size of a shape, the volume gets multiplied by 8. The area gets multiplied by 4. So if the volume of this little triangle box, pretend it's a box, if the volume of that was 10, the volume of a box twice its size is going to be 80. Because it's doubled in 3 directions. Okay? Any others? Alrighty. So that was your review. Good, and I'm glad you asked questions. That was your review for similar volumes. I'm going to do a review on composition of solids, and then we'll be ready for our quiz tomorrow. Speaking of quizzes, I did get one of them graded, and I'm almost done with the second one. So hopefully before you leave here today, that one will be done, so you can look at it before you have to re-quiz on it. On this assignment, and you can work on it, there's only one person in the meet, so I guess Michael's working alone. But those of you in the room, you can partner up. I'm fine with that. You're going to find the volume that each of these cups hold. So we have 3 different drinking glasses to choose from. We want to know which one's going to get us the most amount of liquid. Like, what size cup do you ask for at this restaurant? So before you actually calculate anything else out, take a look at it. Which one do you think it's going to be? And then just see if your prediction is correct. First one is a plain cylinder. The width is 5 and the height is 9. The stems don't hold any liquid. They're solid glass. The second cup is a combination of shapes. It's a cylinder and a hemisphere stuck together. And then the last one is just a cone. All right, so you're going to be calculating the volume of each of those. The last question is a bonus question. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But it's find the height of the liquid in glass 2 when it is half full. Now by half full, I don't mean half the height, I mean half the volume. So if you find that that glass holds
64 cubic centimeters, what is the height when the water is at 32 cubic centimeters? Half the volume of liquid. All right. Bonus question, not required. Questions or concerns as to what you're doing today? Alrighty. Yes, Lily. Okay, yeah, just a second. Yeah. They are just so fast. It has to be first take times the degree. It's 40 times 5 is 40. You get a number bigger than 40. You're actually at 28 times 5 is 40. It's upside down. Well, if that's the way you're thinking about doing it, it's first take times scale degree. So when you're done, check it, so 15 times that. Well. That it? Good question. Do you want us to multiply the answer by pi? It's totally up to you. These are all going to have pi's in them because they all have circles. So you can leave them all in pi, or you can multiply them all out, whichever one you're more comfortable with for this one. And round to tenths if you're going to multiply it out. Just a second, Addie.
I just have a question on.
Okay, go ahead.
On the cone, like the side, is it 6 or no?
It's a 6. I can guide you through some of number 1. Okay, question on number 1. What is the vertical height of the bowl of glass 3? So they're asking for, let me do a line and not a crooked line. They're asking for this height right here. Thank you. And that was so thin you can't even see it. Vertical height would be right here from the center of the opening down. So that's what they're looking for. And in order to get that, you're going to have to imagine this going like that and you have a right triangle there, and you know two of the sides. The purple line is going to be 3 because it's halfway across the glass. Your hypotenuse is 6, and you just need to find the length of the blue line. You are welcome.
Number 2, 117.
For the which shape? All right, but number 2 is asking for all 3 of them. 2A. Now, with or without pi? Area of the base. Oh, wait, I did it wrong. Here. Yes. Sure.
For the third one,
Mm-hmm.
for like the height, you want the lateral height or the vertical?
To find the volume, you'll need the vertical height.
So for number 2, I only use the volume of the sphere equation.
No, you'll use volume of sphere and half it, and then volume of cylinder for the top part.
So, you said it's like a sphere,
So you'll do sphere or the entire cube by the answer measurement. And then you'll do the cylinder, which is the height, so height be 3.
You said
1/3 is higher. What's wrong? Okay. Here is a sphere with a radius of 3. So you do the whole sphere radius. That's how you do it.
Sorry, loading.
So,
Cube or square? So the cube. Or there's pi r cubed. That surface area, 4 pi r squared is surface area. Or there's pi r squared. And then we get that answer. Divide by 2. Yep, it's only half of the whole. Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, it's separate though.
Is this class supposed to get like the rest of it harder than the next year?
Aren't all classes getting progressively harder throughout the year?
Yeah. English is not easier. It just kind of stays the same.
Same thing.
Yeah, but the answer is that,
Yeah,
like,
because we're learning more things. Oh, that's just math.
throughout the first semester,
Really? Oh, you've done synthetic division, now you're doing radians.
what is a radian? Oh, that's in the middle of a circle. No.
No, that's radius. It does have two circles.
But English is probably easier. English is not easier, yeah. Like,
Well, that's science though, like that adds and adds and builds.
It does, but with how Mr. Head does it, it's like we go to like chapter 27 and we go back to chapter 3.
Oh.
And then history doesn't get any harder because it's just history.
Right. Okay, no bottom.
I would see.
Last two is not right, that's, I know that's bigger.
I thought you know.
You do the cylinder part, though, I only see one for the cylinder.
Might have been that good. I think it's like three. I'm also about I'm gonna start trying to hit. I haven't hit a baseball like 3 years. Dude, I hit this last pitch. I'm not pitching. Let me start trying to hit. Maybe you could throw some person. Yes. Dude, there's no person.
he's a proportion on the,
On this problem.
No.
Are King legally with also 3 all over the
sphere,
Okay.
the half of the sphere, by half of the total volume.
Okay.
Just the sphere part, and then I added I have the cylinder volume, and that equals the height there. And I did the track.
Is the 84 the total speed cylinder?
Yeah, I think I should put that.
14.2 is what is actually filling up the cylinder? Oh, how much liquid is in there? Yeah, I would put the 14.2 with the 70th and see what happens. Yeah, be whole over part, whole over part.
Oh, yeah.
Should work.
The seams are 3.5.
It feels
Total height.
English.
I don't know yet. Yeah,
So you get the equation on the volume of the sphere divided by 2, then you add that with the volume of the cylinder.
uh-huh.
Okay.
But make sure the height of your cylinder is only 3.
Yes.
4/3 pi times radius cubed plus
It's not very big. How would I go to someone?
5 pi.
Wait, did you pass your flip on? Yeah. What? I didn't even think of that. I didn't do that. Is it? Oh, wait, is it? Yeah.
I can do something wrong.
Can he make some more, like 100 points?
Volume of the cylinder is 27 pi. Right? There is 3 squared times 9.7 pi. Volume of the cylinder or sphere, 4/3 times
Executive sleeping.
radius cubed, 36 pi. Oh, I forgot to divide it by 2. That was my problem. 27 plus 18. Whole volume is 45 pi. That's 45 pi
Full clothes on. That was the only reason I wanted to.
minus 18 pi.
Really only like 108. No, dude, that's well. Yeah, why would you think that? That's weird.
4.5 squared times 3.
Dude, I spent $120 on a pair of shoes.
Getting some.
No.
It was Adidas and then Adidas again. They had like Japanese on them.
Divided by 9.
I want that. You look them up?
What'd you say it was?
3.5.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
You're good. Mrs. Greg, you know what my mom did to me yesterday?
What'd your mom do to you yesterday?
Okay, so I wear my boots pretty much everywhere I go, right? Any day, everywhere I go. She made me buy a pair of tennis shoes and spend my own money on them. So I couldn't wear these. $120 gone.
Why? If she wants you to wear tennis shoes, shouldn't she pay for it?
That's what I thought. She was like, you need to get a pair of tennis shoes.
Is there anywhere you go that you shouldn't be wearing boots? Like, I can't think of any place that it's inappropriate to wear boots. Like,
She gets mad at me when I go into like sports outings.
in your boots? Are you playing?
Yeah.
Do you play in the boots?
No, I don't play in the boots. Like I switch in the cleats, but like everyone will show up in like their shorts and sweatpants, and I'll like still be in my jeans and boots.
I figure you're at the age where if you're okay with it, then you're okay with it, right? Like, it's not like you're peer pressured into dressing like everybody else. I disagree with your mother on this one.
Oh my god, I'm gonna send her a text. saying,
No.
This is Gary's on my side. You can take these shoes back, get your refund.
If it were me and I wanted you to have tennis shoes, I would have bought them myself. Because you didn't want them. Why should I make you spend your money on them?
Yeah, they're like.
But I also would have probably bought $20 shoes, not $120 shoes.
They're like gray and black. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
This one.
Look at kind of like a sixth grader put them together. Look for your upkeep.
And the lecture ones.
No, get these.
I know, but I broke
A or E?
Yeah, both is fine.
Like for the color.
Either way.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh. I can't find it. What is that?
Do the cover on your thing?
No.
Easy.
Oh. I got something like these.
Only like a t-shirt, I've had some really
There's a strong champagne from the bar.
I have like some parties.
Lady.
They had like, like, finish line too. So there was a finish line though. Good luck. Yeah.
Or should I get some?
No, I don't care. I love the drop. Those are appetite too at this point.
I had some like.
I hate time
back in
with
the old era.
What is it? The secret, thinking like maybe I could. Thinking I might.
You know the Travis Scott shorts? I really want those, but like they're Travis Scott, like the green shoes. Dark green. Like $900.
You're the hype.
You're gonna spend $900.
I wasn't, I was just thinking about it. If I had the money.
Now you can just really show what it is.
Why did I get it?
They weren't bad. I don't know.
Don't look at that.
No,
They're pretty cheap.
only if I like the
So you-
skateboard. Nike Phil show.
It's like an office with already.
Dude, I'm pretty sure like skateboard shoes. If only I could skateboard,
You can scope your skateboards.
I'd start getting a skateboard.
Not just a skateboard. Not just a skateboard.
I feel like skateboarding boots.
If you get a skateboard out there, so.
I'll just still videos.
Yeah, you know, it's a skateboard.
Probably trend.
Oh, bike.
Motorcycle?
So, everybody.
I got a really good picture of
My Apollo is, there's a carburetor rail. I have no idea how to get new one, but
I didn't know
I,
it was a carburetor.
because it started leaking the carburetor.
What means you're bold like that?
What?
It means you're bold like that. You replace the clothes.
No. It was a mechanically cold, so I was like, oh, nice. What's that?
Why is he looking at a two-stroke?
Mine's actually a four-stroke. I don't know what's like a two-stroke. My dad.
It's like 150 yards on top end rebuild. More than that, actually. I'm just maybe maybe my phone is still be good to balance.
Wait, what brand is
Like it says, it's blue.
it? I'm glad to get a Kawasaki.
All right, I've only got like 4 more of your quizzes to grade, so those will be done shortly. They're not loaded yet because I haven't returned them yet, but the writing is on them. So take a look at those before you come back tomorrow on quiz day, okay?
So we were driving down one of the lanes in the Walmart parking lot. It was me and Oliver and Colin Beck. We were driving, and then Colin goes, "Oh, we're gonna hit." So Oliver was selling at the last one, and then Oliver's like, "Hey, I'll put that in the back." So me and Colin jumped out. We grabbed the car. We went through it. And we were just like, Colin's like, "Yeah, Alex tried." And I was like, "Is that fine? Like, if you want to get in trouble with him, it's like $300 fine or something to do, you know?"
I gave Andrew one of these shit, but it was like black and gold. I don't know, like 11s.
Eight boots. Carol. Didn't one not take a shoe? Why would you get those shoes? Yeah.
It's actually really good.
You need a foot bag, dude.
What do you think? You look like that. It's like we got a ton of mallets in there.
Throw it to Andrew.
You're over
See you tomorrow, have a nice day. Bye.
And everybody was so lazy lately. So I decided I was just gonna put my makeup on action. So I was just kind of doing all the
Oh my. Okay. Let Michael in. Sorry, Chase. How you doing? Hey, man. Hey. What?
Hi.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, if you go hard,
Mess you up.
why are you sleeping? And I'm like, oh, I must have just fell asleep. I didn't plan on going to sleep.
Okay.
Well, that's all, because I don't dress for weddings. So.
And when I was exhausted on Saturday, I was like dozing off at like 9:30. Not like 9:30, but like 8:30. I'm like falling asleep.
Justin Dorset.